Yep.
Everybody's favorite segment.
All right. So we're going to get into trivia pretty soon here. Quick,
MVP bets. Yeah.
quick wrap up from part
Rodgers.
one.
I had Rodgers.
Jimmy had Aaron Rodgers for MVP, which he makes a decent argument. I'll give him that because Aaron Rodgers did pull a couple games out of his ass where he had no Devontae Adams, no Aaron Jones.
Yeah.
Still got the job done and got wins.
Yeah.
So, Tom, Brady's numbers are a lot better than Rodgers overall.
They are. He's got 9 more touchdowns. So
I have Brady. Brad, you're sticking with Kyler, which the Cardinals would need to get the 1 seed for Kyler to have any chance.
Yeah,
right now,
I do agree with that. Yep.
Right now, the Cardinals are trailing 7-3 to the Rams. Yep. It's still way too early to say much about this Monday Night Football game.
Here comes the shootout that we wanted, though.
Yeah. While we still have time here, we need to get our Monday Night Football player prop bets in. I know we've already seen a bit. We've already had our picks written down way before kickoff. I'll start. I have my boy, Rondale Moore, over 25.5 receiving yards, -110. That's an easy winner. It's a surefire winner. And then I have Rondale Moore to score a touchdown +300, also a surefire winner. So
what were you drinking before those beers?
A little bit of Basil Hayden whiskey. Shout out to Basil Hayden because that is some
makes
good
more sense
whiskey.
He was hitting the sauce before he got on.
Well, I had
small batch bourbon.
A couple of small batch bourbons. But Basil Hayden's
bourbons.
Basil Hayden's is an incredible whiskey. I had to buy a bottle of whiskey because I cooked a turkey yesterday. Friendsgiving. I was a little bit late having Thanksgiving with my friends in Kansas City.
To do, though, man.
Yeah. Yep. So, but when I cook a turkey with about 30 minutes left on the turkey, I make a mixture of melted butter, whiskey, and honey. And I put that in a measuring cup. And then I just dump that all over the turkey and push it back in for 30 minutes. The outside gets crispy as fuck. It sweetens it up.
That's good.
I got a couple of apples cut up, stuffed inside the turkey, and an onion cut up, stuffed inside the turkey. And that keeps the inside moisturized and the whiskey, honey, and butter.
Your kitchen, which is stuffed inside your home.
So we're getting off the rails a little.
Which is stuffed inside your kitchen, which is stuffed inside your oven.
Do you do like the bag? Do you do your turkey in one of the bags, like the pop-up timer thing?
No. This is an open turkey in a foil pan. In the oven. You're
basting it like every so often?
Every hour, every time I check it out to every time I take it out of the oven.
Turkey.
Yeah, full turkey with the legs on it and everything. Man. You pull the fucking neck out of it. You stuff that with
the neck's all the flavor.
Save the neck for me, Clark.
Yeah, I've never eaten a fucking turkey neck, man.
I actually have. I've eaten chicken necks too. They're actually kind of fatty.
You should try going after Mike Glennon and cooking that dude's neck.
Oh, that'd be a delicacy.
It's a lot of neck. Yeah. Need a guy with a lot of neck.
But back to Monday Night Football.
That's a great fucking
I've got Rondale Moore.
All right.
Over receiving yards and Rondale Moore.
So I'll be quick with mine.
Jimmy, what do you got?
I already bet DeAndre Hopkins was the over-under on receptions was 5.5, and I jumped on that. It was +110 too, which
I like that.
I like it too, especially with no Jalen Ramsey.
Ramsey's out. Yep. Yeah,
I had and that's what over on the yardage at 63.5. They've kind of only used. I didn't
do that. But
they've really only used him as a red zone target, but it's like, man, he just seems really due for like a 12 catch, 140 yard. Just
I know.
Take over the game.
Back to the
The other one I had was total sacks between the two teams over 4.5. Yeah, both had pretty good pass rush. So
yeah. I like that bet. Yeah. Over 4.5 sacks total in the game.
Total.
That's a good find.
It was probably -125, so it wasn't a huge money maker, but
Von Miller making a play.
Yep. Von Miller gets one. Chandler Jones gets one. Oh, Rondale Moore had the ball for
Odell
a 4-yard
I know. That was
Odell.
I was like, "There's your boy."
There he goes.
Hey.
Did Odell Beckham dye his mohawk gray?
I don't even care.
He is a special kind of weird, man. He is a special kind of weird.
All right. So any other props we want to throw out? I like the Cardinals tonight. I just feel like with no Jalen Ramsey, the Cardinals will find a way to outscore him in a shootout.
Well, it's like they're missing more than it's like Havenstein from St. Louis days.
He's out.
He's out as well. It's like they're missing a few pieces.
Yeah, they're kind of
starts to add up.
There's an Aaron Donald sack, Brad. That's one sack for our 4.5 right there.
There we go. He might get 4 by himself.
So that's enough for Monday Night Football. Let's get into trivia.
Yeah,
because it is a juicy part, of Monday.
I got some choice. I got 8 questions if you guys can hustle.
Okay, we can do it. We can do 8 questions. We can do 8 questions.
This one ain't for everybody.
Jimmy's dressed through it, and we kind of touched on it, so I won't. But Demaryius Thomas passing away at only 33. But he was a stud. So in one of his prime years, so in 2013, Demaryius had 92 catches. Fuck.
If I miss this with the shit I'm rocking, this hat and that,
we got to decide whose question this is first, Brad.
I'll go to the Broncos guy first. I'll give him first.
No. Hold on.
No, that's fair. Yeah. He needs all the advantages.
Or you can pick. You can pick.
Just fuck, whatever.
Would you rather go first or second?
Second.
Okay.
Oh, he's gonna pass on the Demaryius Thomas question.
So Demaryius Thomas.
I just don't think you'll know it.
Demaryius Thomas, 2013, he went for 92 catches, 1,430 yards, 14 touchdowns. Which player had more TDs than him in 2013? There was only one player. Was it A, Calvin Johnson, B, Brandon Marshall, C, Julius Thomas, D, Jimmy Graham?
See, that's why
that Jimmy Graham being an option kind of throws something weird into the mix, doesn't
greasy.
It? This is 2013.
2 tight ends in there.
Julius Thomas, there's no way there's no way it's Julius Thomas or Brandon Marshall. Give me the options one more time.
Megatron, Brandon Marshall, Julius Thomas, Jimmy Graham.
I'm going to go Brandon Marshall.
That is incorrect.
Damn it.
Jimmy, you have Calvin Johnson, Julius Thomas, Jimmy Graham.
I thought Calvin Johnson would be too obvious.
I'll go Megatron.
Nope, you're both wrong. It was Jimmy
Julius
Graham.
Thomas?
It was Jimmy Graham. Wow. It was the fucking weird answer you put in there. Man. Yeah.
He had 15 that year.
Wow.
He was the only dude to top DT in 13.
All right, so we're over on the first one.
It wouldn't have been Julius damn. Yeah.
I just figured I'd throw the 2 tight ends trying to throw you guys off.
And it was Brett, like Matt said, Calvin was so obvious.
Right.
Yeah. Fuck.
I tried.
I would have jumped on a name like Todd Heap before I would have jumped on Julius
So I
Thomas.
we got another Demaryius question here. I told you we're gonna do a little tribute to him. So he followed up that season with another monster in 14. He went for 111 catches, 1,619 yards, and 11 touchdowns. The next year, 2014.
Wow.
And in 2004, 111 catches, 1,619 yards, 11 touchdowns. Which player had more receiving yards than him in 2014? Is it A, Julio Jones, B, Jordy Nelson, C, Antonio Brown, or D, Des Bryant? So who had more than 1,619 yards? This is you.
Oh, me?
This is you.
You got first shot.
Okay, and read them. What's the first? What was the?
Julio, Jordy Nelson, Antonio Brown, and then Des Bryant.
I go AB.
Nailed it. AB.
That was my first. That was my first guess as well. Props.
He was the only guy that topped Demaryius in yards that year.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember that was his like breakout or right around there. He was.
Jimmy's got an early lead. All right, here we go.
Let's go.
All right, we'll keep it rolling. Matt, I think it was you touched on earlier. George Kittle's been on fire. He went for 13 for 151 and a touchdown this past week. Week before was 9 for 181 and 2 touchdowns. He's the first tight end to ever have back-to-back games with 150 yards and at least 1 touchdown. Who was the last receiver to accomplish this? Was it A, Devontae Adams, B, DeAndre Hopkins, C, Mike Evans, or D, DK Metcalf? Last receiver to go 150 and a touchdown back-to-back.
150 and a touchdown back-to-back. All right. Well, first I want to say I have George Kittle on a fantasy football team, and those 2 monster weeks he's had, I've lost both of those fucking games. So,
wow, your team must be terrible.
I mean, I got Lamar Jackson. I had Lamar Jackson, Ezekiel Elliott, Marquise Brown, DeAndre Hopkins, George Kittle.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of talent, just it's all falling apart on you.
Yeah, that's the way she goes sometimes.
That league, you lost that league in August.
Way of the road. Bud.
Last receiver before then to go for 150 receiving yards and a touchdown. And
in back-to-back games.
My options are DK Metcalf, Mike Evans,
Hopkins, and Devontae Adams.
Jesus fuck.
Devontae Adams had to do this. You know what? If Mike Evans is an option, I'm fucking taking it. Give me some Mike Evans. Let's go.
You nailed it.
Oh, let's go.
I thought that was go. Dude, I thought that's damn it. I was like, man, maybe
I honestly, I thought that was one of my tougher ones of this.
That is a good point because that's not that all that uncommon.
And it was actually it wasn't like all
crazy feat, but it is like
it's like the touchdown call, and the yardage thing.
Way to talk yourself out of Devontae.
Remember what weeks these were? This was last season, I imagine, like weeks 11 and 12.
It might have been. I did all of it on my phone, but
yeah, Mike Evans had a couple monster games with.
He did. He had like a 4-game stretch last year where he was killing it, dude.
But I don't think anybody's gone 3 like that, that I could dig up at least.
And that's really crazy. Like, because 150, but a touchdown,
Well, you thought that was crazy. I got another one I think will surprise you.
All right, back to Jimmy with
Mr.
This
Broncos fan.
All right.
Melvin Gordon and Javonte carried your squad. Each back, the 2 of them combined for 194 and 4. I talked about it earlier. Which was the last running back duo, or I guess I should say just duo, because it's not all running backs, to score multiple rushing touchdowns? Because each of them had, I think, a rushing and a receiving. I could be wrong, but they both had 2. So what I'm looking for is another 2 players on the same team that each had 2 touchdowns in the same game. Who did it most?
Not just a running back?
Not just a running back. Right. So 2 of these are going to be quarterback running back options. Others are running back duos. But I'm looking for 2 guys that both got 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Most recently. So first I have
Jesus Christ, I need a fucking
I have Tannehill and Derrick Henry. Then I have Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. James Conner and Chase Edmonds, or Lamar Jackson and Latavius Murray. 2 tutties each. Most recent.
Well, in the first, read them down just one more time. I know
Tannehill and Derrick Henry,
okay.
Chubb and Hunt, Conner and Edmonds, Lamar and Latavius Murray. Or as you would say, Murray.
I have no idea. I'll go Chubb and Hunt.
You fucking nailing it, man.
No fucking way, yeah, buddy.
They hit it in week 5. They lost at the Chargers. Chubb and Hunt. Chubb and
that crazy shootout. That was like 42 to 46.
47-42. Chubb had 24 fantasy points in that one. Hunt had 20. But yeah, you fucking nailed it. God, these questions are not that difficult, huh?
Yeah, what happened to the Browns? They used to just give it to Hunt and Chubb and let them carry the day, and now there's too much Baker. There's too much Baker, and it just doesn't work out when Baker has to throw the damn ball.
I know you're a big fan. All
right. Yeah.
So what we got?
2-1, Jimmy. 2-1, Jimmy. What question are we at? Number 5.
This is question 5.
Question 5.
We're kind of already in this Monday Night Football game between our 2 ex St. Louis football teams.
Yeah.
Our first team that left us, the Cardinals. Which players scored the most rushing touchdowns in a single season for the Cardinals? Is it A, David Johnson, B, Beanie Wells, C, Otis Anderson, or D, John David Crow?
C, Otis Anderson.
That is incorrect.
Fuck.
Whoa.
Gut feeling.
God damn it. I thought that was it. That Texaco we talked about earlier, that was the co-owner with my dad was OJ
on this list, I'll tell you this much. He has the least touchdowns of the three available options.
It was a gut feeling.
Yeah, I'm so glad that was. See, me picking to go second worked out because I would dude, I would have guessed that.
You were thinking Otis Anderson.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
They owned the Texaco together.
I wasn't sure how this order would go, but I thought for sure I'd fuck with him on this one.
He knew, dude. Yeah, I'm telling you, dude. I would have said that shit.
So you got David Johnson, Beanie Wells, or John David Crow?
Fuck, I don't know.
Most rushing.
Any of them.
David Johnson, Beanie Wells.
I go with the long named guy.
The John David Crow.
Wait. Is this? Wait, read the question again.
Most rushing touchdowns in a single season for the Cardinals.
The Arizona Cardinals too.
The Cardinals' history. So it could have been when they played in St. Louis.
That's
it could be when they played in Arizona. Important.
Beanie Wells or David Johnson.
Or John David Crow.
You just fuck with me.
I'm just giving you the three options.
David Johnson.
Nailed it. He had 6
3-1, Jimmy.
Let's go.
John David Crow actually had the next most. He had 14. He was a St. Louis
Cardinal. I've never actually, okay. I never heard of that guy, but
I figured I'd say John David. I mean, you can't not include that name.
No,
right?
That's an awesome name, dude. Yeah.
So that makes it 3-1, Jimmy. And we got 3 questions left.
3 questions left.
All right, I got this. I'll run the table. No problem.
All right. So we got the Rams playing tonight. You know, they got pretty good history running backs.
Which
back has the most career rushing yards for the Rams? And again, this is the same premise. So St. Louis, LA before, wherever the fuck else they've been. But most career rushing yards is a Ram.
Right.
Is it A?
I need another beer for this. It's getting too
good.
intense. Yeah, ask Jimmy the question.
Better not be looking
Is it his turn?
I think it is my turn. Did he?
Is it? Oh, no, yeah, it is because you stole that.
I just got one right.
No, yeah, you stole it though.
So that's fair.
So most career rushing yards is a Ram. A, Eric Dickerson. B, Marshall Faulk. C, Steven Jackson. D, Todd Gurley.
Should I wait till he's back to give you my
guess? I'm back, man.
Oh, all right. Dude. I'll do Steven Jackson.
Fuck, that's right.
Yeah, you nailed it. God, did I put a Jimmy in there? He had over 10,000 yards. Eric Dickerson's next closest at 7,200.
Yeah, I knew it was Steven Jackson. I knew that one too and didn't have a chance at it. Damn it.
My bad. I maybe that one was too easy.
Jimmy's going to win and have to come up with the Christmas trivia, which could be a good mix.
I don't know because I think you can – because what is it, 3-1?
It's 4-1 now, and there's only 2 questions left.
Yeah, we can play it out, but, we can see how bad he can beat you.
All right, let's see.
He might set a record for the biggest lopsided win.
Let it rip.
Nick Folk has been on a tear. He's 33 of 35, on pace to make 43 field goals this year. The single season field goal record is 44. Which kicker owns this record? Is it A, Neil Rackers, B, Seabass, C, Robbie Gould, or D, David Akers?
Let's go Akers. David Akers.
Nailed it.
That was a field goal kicking time.
You know, the weird thing about it, he hit that record with San Francisco. It was 2011.
Yeah,
he wasn't even with Philly anymore.
Damn. Yeah. That is surprising to me. I was just thinking back then teams would settle for field goals a lot more often.
And that's why I tried to stick with Neil Rackers was the
I
next
remember that name.
With 40. So
yeah, that dude he wore the gloves.
Yeah.
Yeah, the kicker wore gloves.
Wore gloves, man.
And he kind of had he had the little stance too, to him.
Yeah, he thought he was cool. Man.
So, but all right, we'll power through this 8 here. We'll see if Jimmy can run away with it or not. Blues have dealt with a lot of injuries and COVID shit. We were there last night. Pavel Buchnevich and Brandon Saad lead our team in goals with 11 each. Who is next on the team in goals scored? Is it A, Jordan Kyrou, B, Ivan Barbashev, C, Vladdy Tarasenko, or D, Ryan O'Reilly?
Barbashev.
Nailed it.
Holy shit. Are you serious?
Oh, man, dude. Well,
Barbie's got 10.
Tonight was the night, man.
Yeah.
We were,
buddy.
Honestly, there was not a lot of incorrect
I did
answers
not think
tonight.
Those questions were that easy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go back to the drawing board, boys.
I think we just had lucky nights, especially Jimmy. I don't know if Jimmy missed the answer. Maybe
I did. I really did not think, because I had just told you about Saad leading the team last night.
I know, I remember that, but I didn't. Yeah, dude.
I thought for sure you'd go Kyrou.
Here's the deal.
But you said last night also that Kyrou got banged up.
Yep.
I remember you saying that, and I was like, all right.
Yeah. And Barbie's been on a tear. Yeah.
First of all, cheers, Jimmy.
That's the guy that's probably the most important to the team when Barbashev walked by, too. And I was like, okay, a lot of, I had that.
Cheers. Congrats.
Cheers, fellas. Cheers to everyone.
Cheers.
Happy holidays to, everybody.
Hell yeah.
And Jimmy, I know you'll come up with some good questions because we're doing trivia twice this week. On Thursday, we're going to do Christmas trivia.
Related trivia. That's actually perfect for me. I'll have some good Christmas movie trivia that'll go with our what.
Did I screw this up? Are we doing movies or trivia on Thursday?
We're doing movie on. We're doing movies on
Thursday.
We're doing movies Thursday.
But I could do for the first part of Christmas.
I honestly think we should do Christmas trivia on Thursday.
Well, we'll figure it out. We'll surprise
everybody.
We'll
talk. Yeah,
okay. We'll talk it out. We'll talk it out off the air. All right. I think we do have time for it, guys. Let's talk about the number one seeds.
We moved through trivia quick. I'm proud of you boys. You were nailing answers. That makes it faster.
Let's talk about the number one seeds, starting with the NFC. So in the NFC, as I see it, it comes down to these three teams. We got the Cardinals at 10-2. They could drop to 10-3 tonight against the Rams. We'll see how it goes. We got the Buccaneers and Packers, both at 10-3. My pick for the number one seed shouldn't come as a surprise. It's the Buccaneers. Because you look at the Buccaneers' remaining schedule.
Shocker.
We play the Saints, the Panthers, the Jets, and the Panthers.
Yeah, they got an easy.
How much of an easy ride is that? To win out.
Well, you play it like the worst division in football.
They're not going to slip up against the Saints.
That was part of my MVP argument. I should have brought up he plays in a dog shit division.
The worst division in football. West.
Yeah. This year it has turned from a good division to a shit division.
Yeah,
the Bucs have gotten.
They're just like speed bumps. You just kind of slow down and run them over. Slow down, run them over.
So I like the Bucs because when you look at the Cardinals' remaining schedule tonight against the Rams. We could say it's a toss-up. I did pick the Cardinals to win tonight. But then after that, the Cardinals got the Lions. Easy win, or so everybody would think. But then they got the Colts and the Cowboys. Either of those could be losses. And then they got the Seahawks as their very last game. Seems like an easy win, but a divisional matchup. Russell Wilson is still there to ruin the day.
Having them at home's big, though. That last week.
Yeah,
I think,
it is.
If you were playing in Seattle, that's a whole different ball game. Same with Indy. I feel like having Indy to your home helps.
The Packers, they don't have an easy ride. The Ravens, it doesn't look as tough now that they have no Lamar. But even after the Ravens, the Packers have the Browns and the Vikings. So those are two potential slipping points for the Packers to lose another game. So if the Buccaneers do take care of business and they're easy opponents, there's a very good chance they'll get the number one seed. And I know they, I know they want it really bad because they didn't have home field last year and they had to win 3 road games last year to make the Super Bowl. So Bruce Arians and Tom Brady want the number one seed and they're going to end up getting it. It's just how the Buccaneers are going to be in the Super Bowl. You can mark it down now. It's happening. The only slip up to that is if we have to go to Lambeau and win there for the second straight year, which if the Bucs have to play a playoff game in Lambeau this year, I will be officially nervous because we're not going to beat Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay twice in consecutive years. So, yeah, I've said my piece. Anybody jump in? Yeah. Somebody tell me I'm wrong.
No, I think the Packers are going to get in there.
You like the Packers to just run the board?
Well, let me look at something here.
I got the Cardinals running.
That's what I was just going to say.
I think they're going.
The Cardinals have the toughest slate, though. They really do.
But honestly, with the way Dallas seems kind of in a funk right now, to me, the Cardinals can handle Indy. Indy's a solid team, but they're not a great team. I think the Cardinals are a great team with that defense, the way it's playing right now. Jordan Hicks has stepped back into that inside backer position. He's been a stud.
Already beat the Cardinals, though.
Yeah,
but they're a game behind them in the standings.
But they don't play them again this year.
I
what I mean? Yeah, it's just you look at they're getting a lot of production on defense.
And the number one, I tried to look into this earlier, and I'm sorry that I don't fully understand it, but the number one seed tie-breaking procedures are pretty weird. It starts with conference record, which now
I have seen that.
The Cardinals are at a disadvantage if it comes. It's weird because the Cardinals are at a disadvantage if it comes down to a 3-team tie, but the Cardinals have an advantage if it comes to a 2-team tie.
In your mind,
it really doesn't make
you get
a great deal
penalized for being in a tough division.
Basically
victorious. It's just
So
I mean, I guess your division is better than the NFC East.
The South is probably overall is probably better than the NFC East.
Because the Panthers, the Saints, they can give certain teams problems. Not most teams.
Not right now. Not right now. At the beginning of the season, they could.
I'm sorry. When you get the Falcons twice a year right now.
Like Philly's interesting. Yeah. Like the Giants can be interesting, and they got Saquon back.
And that's what I just think too. The Cardinals are going to cut with that schedule more just ready to play in the playoffs. I don't know how playing shitty competition and then getting a bye.
That's fair, dude. But I also feel that's where my argument for the Packers is like, dude, they've dealt with bullshit too, and they've weathered the storm. We talked about MVP voting and how Rodgers has had to deal with it
this year.
Yeah, man. So it really has kind of been between the COVID shit and injuries and all that crap, dude. Like they've weathered it too. So the one thing, man, and then having that win, I think against them is going to that'll be a big factor. I think coming really down to it.
I agree. I mean,
I know the Packers have a tough schedule, but you got to remember the Packers are a good fucking team, dude. So they got the Ravens,
the Browns,
Baltimore, the Browns,
Vikings.
the Vikings, and then the Lions. And
they're probably playing better now than they have.
They're gonna beat the fucking Browns.
They're kind of getting to like a 1A, 1B, like your Broncos. You know what I mean? With Jones and Dillon. I'm Dillon in Green Bay. He is not fun to play against. Again, he's 240 pounds.
Yeah.
I mean, you talk about his thighs and the dude's
a monster. Yeah.
And then you sub him out, and then comes, the quirky little Jones just knifing through holes.
What we started. Yeah, dude.
So we all have different picks, and they coincide with our MVP picks because Brad,
Shocker,
you're back in the Cardinals.
Shocker, right?
And Kyler, Jimmy, you're back in the Packers and Aaron Rodgers, and I'm back in the Bucks and Tom Brady. Honestly,
you got back your horse and ride him, right?
Those two things are connected: the number one seed and the MVP.
Yeah,
and we know
pretty much.
Yes,
in the new 17 playoff format, this number one seed means so much more.
Something.
Because you only need to win 2 games to get to the Super Bowl, and you're the only team that has that easy path.
It's like
you're at home.
Basically a second bye.
You win 2 home games, and you're in the Super Bowl.
That bye in fantasy playoffs, man. It's like nice. All right, that's one less week. I got to get lucky.
Exactly. One less roll of the dice.
I mean, if I'm playing you in the fantasy football playoffs, and you're coming off a bye, I am not worried at all. I see that as your team being rusty.
Matt, have you looked at your roster?
I mean, I got him. I'm telling you right now. I've been in there packing. I got him, dude.
You better not.
I got it this
year.
Of
us. We will break you.
You better be better than.
Hey, how fun is it going to be though when I beat Brad in the first round of the fantasy football playoffs, and then Jimmy, I come to your house and kick the shit out of the number one seed, and I'm on to the championship. I mean, I could make a day of it.
You gonna bring You gonna bring 8 beers like Darnheim and then ask if I'm paying in the way?
Oh no, I think last time I was in St. Louis and kicked it with you guys, I bought a 30-pack at the old Schnucks.
No, I know. I
took it over to Jimmy's place.
No, I was
8-pack. I know is not going to be enough.
No, you knew the exact. Well,
it's not going to be enough for the 2 of us, man.
Not enough
for me.
Not enough for you.
Fuck, man. Yeah, think with man.
All right, so that's it
for Thursday night.
Hey, we got time for AFC?
Yeah, I think we do. So in the AFC, it's a little bit more scattered and less clear, but we got the Patriots. Isn't that crazy that the Patriots are the number 1 seed if we end it today?
And they have a tough schedule to finish out.
They do.
And they continue to just
the Patriots,
though.
The Patriots will not be my pick, but the Patriots top the list at 9-4. We also have the Titans and the Chiefs at 9-4. And then the next team on the list is my Los Angeles Chargers at 8-5. And this is the number 1 seed of the AFC.
Okay, we can move on from this real quick.
They are going to beat the Chiefs on Thursday night. So that takes care of the Chiefs. We can cross them off as the number 1 seed. And then the remaining games for the Chargers: Texans, Broncos, Raiders. The Chargers win out and the Patriots lose twice. They are guaranteed.
To who?
The Patriots lose 4 in their last 8 games. They're going to continue to go 500.
The hell are
they're winning out. The Chargers will win out this season. They are going to win out.
Write that
You're
down.
out of your fucking mind, dude.
And
who the fuck are the Patriots losing twice to? They play the fucking Colts.
They play the Colts, the Bills. They are losing their next 2 games. They are going to lose to the Colts, and they are going to lose to the Bills. They may lose to the Dolphins because they always lose to the Dolphins. The Pats always lose to the Dolphins.
Right now, you son of a bitch.
The Dolphins already beat the Patriots once.
Off the air, on the air,
You're off your
whatever.
fucking rocker.
Listen,
over there in KC.
I will bet you $10, fucking $10 right now. They will not lose their next 2 games. The Patriots. I will bet $10, no doubt about it.
Yeah. Well, what am I getting? Plus 400 odds?
No, you're getting No, you said it all proud and confident. You're getting $10.
Yeah, but I'm not going to bet like a fucking idiot. I'm going to get the odds I'm entitled to.
You're not going to bet like an idiot. We've heard about the.
You won't bet like an idiot.
I'm putting
you just talk like an idiot.
I'm going to bet it like I always do. I'm putting together a parlay.
Talk like an idiot then. All right,
I'm not betting like an idiot. I'm betting like I always do. I'm betting
like an idiot,
which is losing.
Parlayed against the Patriots with the Bills. Against the Patriots.
What is it?
If I parlay those 2 together,
I
get plus 360 odds. I just did the fucking formula.
Think the betting world might be telling you something?
And yeah, I will collect on that.
If you see plus 310 on just a normal money line,
just so you know, if the Patriots lose one of these 2, it's a push. If they lose to the Colts or Bills, it's a push.
They're not losing.
That's how the betting world works.
They're gonna. They might not lose another game.
Jimmy, I kind of agree with that. The only other one
they're not going to lose another game.
I do think they might lose 1, but I think the Titans could win out. They had lost 2 straight.
That Niners game.
They come off the bye and they're at Pitt this coming week, but then San Fran at home, Miami at home, and then at Houston to finish the season. And they're finding a way with these Deontay Foreman and Dontrell Hilliard. Like they're making it work.
Vrabel's a good coach, man.
Tannehill, hell yeah. And Tannehill targeted 11 different players in this last Jags game.
That's what I mean.
And it's just like
they have a great ability to fucking like his ability to draft like talent or the GM. Whoever's doing that there, that's incredible how good they are at getting guys.
They all seem to work in lockstep. That Vrabel and the GM know exactly what they're looking for, what they want, and they know position,
and they're all in communication with the owner.
I just think quietly, everybody kind of forgets about him because Derrick Henry isn't around. But it's like,
and when he gets back in the playoffs, they're gonna be if they get him healthy in the playoffs, that'll be a scary team to.
And if they can get a bye, I bet they bring him back week 17.
And with the confidence that he has coming back, dude, coming back after all that, getting through all that, and you're back, dude, we got our best player back.
He's gonna be fresher than any back in the league.
It's fresher than a goddamn daisy.
it's like Kyler. He will Kyler, be, though. I mean, Kyler and Hopkins coming back.
Yeah, you know what I mean, and you saw the juice right away. Yeah,
I will say the Titans have kind of the same path as the Bucks. They're in a very easy division. And Vrabel, from all the people that have come from the Belichick coaching tree,
he's the best.
Vrabel has done the best at adapting that same sort of mindset and style of just like toughness. Like we can find any way to win any week. You don't need to rely on one thing.
Get a guy that does his job really fucking good, man. And I respect the shit out of it.
They grind out wins.
It takes some balls too to you're really running back needy, and you see what AP has to offer, and you're kind of like, we bring you in.
Didn't work.
Thanks, but no thanks.
Yeah.
We'll stay in the house. You know, and you look at the last two games, Foreman's 30. You know, they both have about 150 yards rushing and a touchdown in the last two games. It's like those two.
Not bad.
They're making it work. It's
their O-line.
And Tannehill is fucking 6 rushing touchdowns on the season.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Yeah, that motherfucker too. And he is a pain in the ass. Yeah, he's like the poor
ex-wide receiver.
Yeah,
I was thinking the same thing. You were about to say poor man's Josh Allen. Is that where you were going?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, man.
Because that's exactly what I was thinking.
And it is. He doesn't have like the great arm strength or anything, but he's gonna get under your fucking, like, he'll get a run on 3rd and 8.
Yep.
And you'll forget to spy him, and then he runs.
Yeah, you turn your back on him, and he's going to get that first.
All right, fair enough. Let's wrap there.
Hell yeah!
All right, preview for Thursday. We're going to kick it off with the movie draft. Yeah, congrats to Jimmy for winning trivia for the second time.
I don't want to pick out the
15 weeks.
You got them all saved. You'll be.
This is the second time in 15 weeks you've won trivia. So congrats.
Hey, thanks, man. I felt really sincere.
On Thursday, we're definitely going to do the movie draft. I think that's the primary focus of Thursday. We're going to let's do 16 movies. Let's say a total of 16 movies.
We'll all
come together with our lists.
Okay. Cartoon, animated, and
anything. Any
movie.
There's nothing we rule out here.
Also, criteria for that. Now, there's movies. My mom, my sisters, and I would all go see a movie every Christmas. When I was younger, like growing up. I'm gonna put some of those movies in there, even though not.
And me and Brad might give a little bit of pushback on some of them. And that's fine.
But just for like when I saw them and what they remind me of.
I can rack up a better draft of Christmas movies for myself.
Yeah, you're saving some for the rest of us.
Yeah.
But, no, my good ones.
And then
you take your weird hippy dippy Christmas movie ones.
And then what we'll have to see is, like, do we do Christmas trivia this Thursday, or do we push that back to another week?
I could come up with Christmas movie trivia for Thursday night for part one.
We'll surprise everybody. Surprise everybody.
Yeah.
We'll surprise everybody.
Jimmy, I like that idea. Let's just make it an all Christmas movie Thursday episode.
Right.
I think it'll be a good time, man. All right.
Yep. Thank you.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Pops.
Is gonna be next
Merry
week.
Christmas.
Love you. Thank you, Pops.
Buckets,
right
baby.
Here, baby.
Buckets, baby.
Banger alert.
I didn't get a fucking CAD.
Grab another beer, Nancy boy.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers, mates. All right.
Till next time.
Hit them with the
All right. Later, y'all.